Good rising, good rising, good rising. Hi, Linda. Hi, hi, hi. Welcome to the Indigo Room where we discuss all things spiritual. And by that I mean that we are non physical spiritual beings having physical human experiences. Life is supposed to be good. It's supposed to be delicious, even when it's wicky wacky. And sometimes it does get wicky wacky. I think my camera's a little off right now. Let's see if I can fix it. Okay. Oh, whatever. Um, so today we are discussing moving through the holiday blues, and I wanted to have a guest on to talk about this topic with me, but the way that my schedule has been lately, that wasn't possible. So we're still going to talk about it. We're still going to, uh, you know, share that today. And some of the things that you can do to move through the holiday blues, and some of the things that you can do to help others as well. So, welcome, 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 welcome. I am finally over this crazy holiday season at work. It's been like ridiculous. Okay, can I just say it has been extremely ridiculous, but I made it. This is the last week of me working 5 days a week, 11 hours a day. So that was yesterday. I managed to get through that, and with without dragging myself home as I have been. Why do I look lopsided today? I feel lopsided. Do I look lopsided, Linda? I feel lopsided. So I know probably everybody's still out doing their holiday shopping and holiday festivities and things. Okay, so I don't look lopsided to you. Thank you. I'm going to add you in a little bit. But I wanted to just talk about that today, talk about some of the things that are coming in 2020. Again, we're talking about, the new energies and light and some of the things that you can do. Let me just get my other computer set up here. Some of the things that you can do to move through the holiday blues. Some of you may be missing someone, or you're dealing with a loss. Um, Loved ones have transitioned and they're not here during the holidays, or this may be a time when you just get the winter blues, or the um, some people go through, what do they call that, the winter depression or winter blues, and you feel sad because you're not getting enough sunlight. That's what the doctors and psychologists and things like that say. However, there are things that you can do for yourself to move through that. And I, right now, this holiday, usually I am like, the Christmas nut job of the family, of my friends and family. They all know that I go nuts during this holiday season. I always do. Like, I got the Christmas tree up and decorations and everything, and it's all holiday. I play Christmas music soon as Thanksgiving starts. I put my tree up. This year, however, that didn't happen because other things are going on. Work, 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 work. um and so I didn't get my Christmas tree up. I didn't get my Christmas decorations up. It is December 21st, and here I am, the Christmas nut job that didn't get her Christmas decorations up. And I was feeling, in a way, well, feeling kind of sad. And my kids are not here for the first time ever in a long time. I don't get to spend the holidays with them because Stephen is living in Japan and Sean is living in Texas. And family is different this year. So I'm probably going to be spending my holidays with you all, which is not a bad thing, I don't think. But sometimes people get very, very sad about not being able to spend time with their family or not being able to spend time with their friends, or maybe they just don't have a whole lot of people that they can spend the holidays with and they feel in a way. So I'm inviting you, if you want, to come spend the holidays with me, Miss Sydney. This year. This year I'll be on. I'll be on for the holidays. So some of the things that you can do to alleviate some of the holiday blues. Number one, I would say accept that you're feeling sad. Accept it. Accept that you might be feeling alone or lonely right now, and don't try to fight it so much. Allow yourself to feel what you're feeling, because a lot of times, we, people around you say, "Oh, be happy! It's the holidays. Be happy. Be joyful. Be this. Be that," and you're not feeling that. And as spiritual beings, sometimes you get sad. Sometimes you get the blues as light workers. And many times, people who are light workers beat themselves up because they're feeling whatever they're feeling. So I say honor your emotions, honor your feelings. You don't want to stay in the wicky wacky. You don't want to wallow in it. But if you're feeling, sad, if you're feeling alone, if you're feeling lonely, allow yourself to feel those feelings. Write them down in your journal on a piece of paper, what you're feeling. And then while you're feeling that, ask yourself, how can I feel better? Because our thoughts, our feelings, and our words are all vibration. It creates our reality. So if you're feeling sad, it continues to bring on more sadness. If you're feeling alone, you just continue to perpetuate more aloneness. If you're feeling happy or joyful, that helps to bring in more. But if you're sad, you can't jump to joyful right now. So I say allow yourself to feel your feelings. Trust your feelings. They're telling you something for a reason. And understand that your loved ones who have transitioned, they're not that far away from you. They're really close. Sometimes you can't see them. Sometimes you'll get messages from them. Sometimes you will be able to speak to them or they speak to you, but they're really, really closer than you know or that you think you know. And there's some things that you don't know that you don't know, but they are really nearby. So, some of the things that I like to do when I'm starting to feel sad, I don't usually get sad during the holidays, but I do get sad. I do get melancholy. My dad has transitioned. He was my best friend. Drove me nuts, but he was my best friend. So sometimes I miss him. And when you're feeling that, I find when you are feeling that feeling, that's an indication that they're really nearby you, I find. And then I'll get a song will pop up in my Spotify because I use Spotify or YouTube. A message will show up somehow, some way. He will get through to let me know that he's around. And usually, when I'm feeling that sadness or missing him, that's him letting me know that he's here. So if you could flip it a little bit and look at your feelings and why you're feeling that, just flip it in the sense that that's them trying to tap you on the shoulder. That's them in their way trying to let you know that they're there when you feel sad about them being gone. How about that? That's a new way to look at sadness, I think. I'm going to bring Linda in because she's on the stream. Hey, Linda.
Hi there. Hi,
Hi.
everyone.
Good rising. I think it's just me and you today.
Well, good. We got lots of people who can join in if they want.
Yep. So, I did want to, just touch on feeling holiday sadness and the holiday blues and some of the things that people can do. Some of the one thing that I like to do when I'm feeling sad, because I don't, like I said, I don't get the holiday blues exactly, but I do get sadness. Is to start sending out love and light to people, like just using the energy as a light worker to send out light to those who cross my mind or who don't cross my mind. Like, sometimes I'll just sit and send out light to all my Facebook friends. I don't know them all. And it helps me to feel better because it's a gift that I can give to someone else. And then it helps me move through whatever sadness I may be feeling. What are some of the things you do when you're feeling? Because I know that you have had a lot of family that's transitioned as well.
Yeah. um, um, I noticed with my brother, I'll um, I'll want to listen to my jazz radio station, because I'm alternating it with Christmas stuff right now, a Christmas radio
I
station.
noticed you've been
Yeah.
posting a lot of that in the I Am Statement group. Thank you.
Yep. Well, what the heck? I find fun stuff, and Saturdays and Sundays we can share whatever we want. So
Right,
that's what
right.
I'm doing. And then on my that's another thing I like to do when I'm, feeling sad is because my friend Dan, who crossed over, was a musician and stuff. Uh, he and Elvis will usually send me, all of a sudden something will come on the radio and I'm like actually paying attention, and it'll be, an Elvis song or um, something that a song Dan really liked. Okay.
Right.
Oh, cool. Hey, and I just say hello, and it makes me feel good.
Right.
So, um, and yeah, when I went at my stepmother's um, for Thanksgiving, I mean, as soon as I walk in the house, I can feel my dad. So
Mm,
it's he's still there taking care of her, and the whole house is filled with his energy, which is really cool.
that's
So
really cool.
yeah, and then you get the odd moments you're just driving along or doing something, and you know something triggers a memory, and then you just that kind of you remember something. And you might be a little bit sad, but then it kind of perks you up because you know that they're there.
I agree.
Yeah, yeah,
Like sometimes, like I said, sometimes like when I'm missing someone, sometimes it's my ex-husband, even him I miss, Um because he was a really good friend, It wasn't we didn't have a bad relationship after we split. We had a better relationship as friends. And so I do miss him too. And so sometimes you feel like you feel you feel everybody at the same time, right? Does that
yeah,
ever happen? You feel
yeah.
them all at the same time. Like you feel missing everybody at the same time. And then you say, "Oh my God, I'm so alone," or whatever. You start that old "woe is me" thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I like to look at that as them all saying, "We're here," and when you feeling that overwhelming emotion, to me, that's an indication that they're there and just tapping you on the shoulder, saying, "Hey, hello." And we take it as um, sadness, but if you can turn it around a little bit and say, "Well, that's them trying to get my attention," and you start, I don't know, for me anyway, I start to feel better when I look at it like that instead of just wallowing oh, they're not here kind of thing. Oh, well, wouldn't they enjoy that? I then that's them saying, "Oh, hey, Sid, check this out. We're here," So um that's one way that I kind of move through the sadness. However, like I said, I don't normally get sad during the holidays, but I know a lot of people do. And some of the things that I do when I'm feeling sadness, first of all, is like I said, allow myself to feel that energy and not necessarily call it wiki wacky or bad energy because it's your emotions. You have your emotions for a reason. And that is to be able to, especially living here in 3D, period, point blank. We are 3D beings, so we have all of this humanity and all of this energy, um, and all of these emotions. So, what do you do with them? Sometimes they can be overwhelming or feel like they are. But that's why I like to allow myself at least 24 hours, 48 hours to just feel what I'm feeling and then find ways to move through that. So, I like to become selfish in that regard and start taking care of myself and start loving myself. And some of the things that I do is I write messages to myself, talk to myself about how much I love me and how much I am loved. Um, and that helps move the wiki wacky energy um, from a different place. Now, maybe I'm feeling sadness or whatever, but it helps me to move it a little bit. I don't know. I don't just jump to joy right away. That's not what I'm saying. But there are ways that you can move through these holidays without as much angst moving into 2020. Because we got some new energies coming in that are here already and more coming in that I got to put something on my lips. My lips are dry. That are helping us, I believe. What are some of other things that you do to help yourself move through these? Do you get the holiday blues at all?
No, no, well, I
Hey,
used
Jackie.
to. I used to, when I first uh, had my own apartment and stuff, and my mother had moved back to Chicago, and my dad and stepmother were uh, traveling to Japan, so they weren't here for the holidays, and so, um, and I was by myself. Oh, my brother lived nearby, but um, we didn't necessarily celebrate the holidays together. Um, and so, I what I decided ahead of time what I wanted to do on, Christmas, for example. Sometimes I go and see a movie. I plan to
Mm,
go see a movie or two later on, or get a good book that had just been released from the library and enjoy reading that and with Christmas music. And I'll put on my TV. I'll go onto YouTube and I'll put on the Yule log with music in the background and just sort of, sit there and pretend it's snowing outside. The kind I don't have to shovel. You know, this Christmas and probably New Year's Day, um, I'm going to be doing some sewing for community quilts. We have
mm.
projects that we can grab, and I'll spend a little time doing that. Um, and so, yeah. And this week, I'll be getting my Santa hat with my reindeer uh, horns and wearing that all week when I go out.
Because it's still
So,
your birthday month.
well, yeah. But it's just fun to do that and see people's reaction to it.
Right,
And uh, it makes everybody smile, and that makes me smile more. So, and I
right.
enjoy doing that.
It's so many little things that you can do for yourself
Hmm.
to move through move through that energy,
Yeah.
of feeling the blues. Hey,
Right.
Jackie Sinclair, she says happy holidays to us. to everybody in the
Hi,
Indigo Room.
Jackie.
But it's like you said, finding just little things that you can do. You know, go take yourself to the movies. I know that there's a lot of people that don't like going to the movies alone. I feel like it's the best thing to do sometimes to go to
Mm-hmm.
the movies alone because you can actually enjoy the movie. You don't have anybody talking to you at the most important parts, and no one is paying attention that you're by yourself. Okay? There are other people that are at the movie theater that are alone too, or that are by themselves. Some people choose to go to the movies by themselves, and some people are just doing it because, you know, they don't have anybody else to go with. A movie is not necessarily a two-person thing. It's nice to go with a friend, but sometimes it's really nice to just go by yourself. I remember the first time I went to the movies by myself, I couldn't even believe that I did it. Like it was shocking to me because I always went to the movies with someone. And I had the best time. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna make sure I do this often.
Oh yeah, I like going to the movies by myself.
And or you can go take yourself to a play or take yourself to a
Just a
show.
or a holiday. Well, Christmas. I don't know how many holiday events there are, but I mean, Christmas Eve. Almost every church has
Something, yeah.
something. And you don't have to belong. You could just go in and sit.
Right.
And sit in the back so you can get out. But it's just nice to do that. I've done that occasionally.
I have
So
done that as well. That's true. That is a nice thing to do.
yeah, because
Um,
I enjoy the music, and usually, I know they do something special for usually Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
mhm,
And if you're, non-denominational, try a Unity Church.
right.
They usually do fun stuff.
And
And
they usually are very welcoming to strangers, Unity,
yes, yeah, yeah. So,
when you come in.
mhm.
So,
And
go ahead. Sorry.
no, and uh, I went with a friend of mine I think we went Christmas Eve because they were having a service, and it was like their special service, I guess, for grown-ups. And I'd never been to the place before. I'd driven by it a lot, and I'd gone into their bookstore, but never to a service. And I mentioned it to my friend. She says, "Well, you want to go?" So we went, and we had a great time. We were, and everyone was real friendly and everything. And then, everyone went to their cars and they went on home. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
There's something else that you can do. You can go and help, like, at some of these homeless shelters as well.
Hmm.
I've done that, not every time, not every year, but some years I have gone and helped serve food. And, just being of service to others makes you feel better, especially if you go to a shelter or something like that. Because if you're feeling badly about what's going on with you, when you visit a shelter or you visit someone who's struggling, um, and you find a way to lift them up, you lift them up, but the benefit is you get lifted. You feel a little bit better just
Yeah.
just by doing something of service for another person. It doesn't even have to be a shelter. You can check on some of your neighbors, bake bake cookies. Okay, maybe you're not a good baker. You could go buy cookies. Uh,
Hey,
and
or make some cupcakes from a cake mix.
right, right, and share that with your neighbors who may be alone as well. Especially some of the elders in your community. Um, you don't know if they're by themselves, and maybe you're feeling sad, lonely, or whatever, and you just put a smile on someone's face. When you put a smile on someone's face, you often it's contagious. You can't stand in a space smiling at someone, I mean, having someone smile at you and you don't smile back. It's just, I'm handing you cookies. They're gonna smile back. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Jackie, have you ever gotten the holiday blues? And if you have, what are some of the things that you found that were useful and helpful for you to move through that that energy? And while we're waiting for her, I do want to say thank you to Amira. This week I got so many delicious presents. It was unbelievable. Okay. So first, I just want to share with you, um, I got a gift from my friend Beth, and I've never met these people in physical. My spirit has met these people, but I have not met them in the physical yet. Just like I haven't met Linda. We've been friends for years. I've seen her. We talk on Skype. I know what she looks like. I could pick her out in the crowd, not a problem. But I have yet to actually physically touch her and give her a hug and all of that stuff. But she is one of my closest friends on the planet, besides my sister Susan and Stephanie and Sharon. And well, okay. So there's a lot of you that are really close to me. However, some of you I haven't met. So one of my friends, Beth, sent this to me this week. I just have to show you. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm gonna knock the Christmas tree over. Knock everything over. Okay. Look at this. Can you see this?
Oh,
All
that's
right.
gorgeous.
Let me take Linda out for a second so you can really see it. Hold on, Linda. Okay. Look at that. She had someone she knows on Facebook painted this, and she thought of me and then bought it and sent it to me. Isn't that gorgeous? I fell out. I don't know if you watch me on if you see me on Facebook, but I fell out. I fell out. I was like, oh my God. That was just amazing. It was the most beautiful gift. And it's got all my colors, the purple and the blue. You see that?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
And look, the third eye thing with Jiggy right there. I love that. Like the mandala in the forehead. Okay, let me put this back here. I'll hang it up. Hang it back up later. So thank you, Miss Bethy, for sending that to me. And I unboxed it. And she got my natural reaction as I was unboxing it. Okay. This is one thing cool about technology is that you can video now, back in 2007, we couldn't do that. Jackie says, oh, Jackie answered the question because she has a delay. She's in the UK. She says, drink champagne. Ooh, okay. That's a good way to get rid of the holiday blues. Sometimes though, drinking makes people more depressed. That's it. And at least it takes me through the day. I hear you, girl. I hear you. Sometimes you just gotta have a little champagne on the side or standby. Seriously, I can manage the day. Happy when it's over. I hear you. Um, Sometimes it's a very stressful time for a lot of people. You may not get the holiday blues, but you feel very stressed, and I feel like that is an energy that is not really what the holidays are supposed to be about. We have all gotten into this whole, I got to get the gifts, I got to get, blah, 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 has to do it by this time. And it can be very stressful. And especially if you have children and then, maybe the money is not where you want it to be right now. And you can't get the gifts that you wanted to get. I have to tell you that my kids were always very grateful for whatever they got during the holidays, be it a card, be it, money, be it books, whatever. Because that's the way that we always interacted anyway. So sometimes I would feel in back in the day when I finally started celebrating Christmas, because growing up as a Jehovah's Witness, that got snatched right out of my experience when I was like 6. No more Christmas for you. That was not fun. So as an adult, once I got kicked out of there, as an adult, when I finally decided to celebrate Christmas with my boys, I guess that's probably why I'm a Christmas nut job, because they snatched it from me when I was 6. So now, I just go hog wild. But there were times when the money wasn't always, flowing. And sometimes we didn't have a whole lot of presents underneath the tree. But they were always very grateful for whatever they had. And if you talk to them now, there was one time when I stopped celebrating Christmas, like, we're not celebrating Christmas anymore because Jesus was important in Christmas, blah, 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 blah. And then we got back into it, and I was like, yeah, well, we let that go. But if you talk to them now, they were pretty grateful kids, and they always enjoyed the holidays. And even when we stopped celebrating Christmas and then just celebrated Kwanzaa, and then we stopped celebrating Kwanzaa and went back to Christmas, and then we celebrated Kwanzaa and Christmas. It's just the holidays. Jackie says, I've watched women carrying bags, lots of bags, the same with food. It's interesting to watch the fever called Christmas. Yeah, it can get nuts and it can get overwhelming. But you do need to take time to just chill out, just relax and honor the holiday season. And this is not just for Christmas. This time of year is a holiday season. You got Kwanzaa, you got Christmas, you got Thanksgiving, you have New Year's, you have the Festival of Lights, you have Hanukkah, you have, did they celebrate Ramadan already? I think Ramadan already happened.
No, but yeah, Hanukkah just started.
Hanukkah just started, but I'm not sure about Ramadan. I think that happened.
That's usually in January or.
I don't know. There's a holiday that they celebrate too around this time, and yeah, Eid is at the beginning. I don't know, but there's a holiday that Muslims celebrate as well around this time of year. So there's a lot going on, and Americans believe that you should just say Merry Christmas and not Happy Holidays. I say both. What the hell? Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year to everybody. And we're just chit-chatting about some of the things that we do to move through sadness if you're having it. Now, I'm not saying that if you have severe depression that these things are going to work. If you have severe depression, you definitely want to speak to someone. Definitely want to speak to someone. I'm talking about, just feeling this the sadness or the overwhelming energy of the fever, as Jackie says, that is called Christmas, because it is a fever. Everybody catches it, and sometimes you're not in the holiday spirit, and then next thing you know, boom, you catch the fever, and you realize, oh my goodness, I didn't get this. I didn't. Somebody gives you a gift, and then you want to go buy a gift or make a gift for someone, and you catch it. So just be mindful that there are people who are feeling sad. So if you're like this Christmas nut job like me, be mindful of others who have empathy, not sympathy, have empathy for others who may not be feeling the whole joy, happy, joy holiday stuff that you're feeling. Just be mindful of that. So I do want to share what Amira sent to me. I got another gift. I unboxed it. I don't want to show her address. Oh, that's not showing her address. It's showing my address. But she sent me a wonderful gift, and it smelled so delicious. I haven't been able to use it because it came on, I think, Tuesday. My other gift came on Monday, and then Tuesday, I had to go back to work. So now, this week, I'm off 4 days. I'm so happy. I have 4 days off. So she sent me this beautiful crystal bracelet, which I love.
Nice.
Isn't that gorgeous? I have to take it out now and wear it this week. I'll put it on now. And an incense burner. I think this, and then a little crystal, um, this beautiful crystal thing. Just kind of gorgeous. You put that in, oils in that, I believe. Um, and this is an incense burner. So you put the incense, you got to get butane, she said, and you put the butane in this, and then you put the incense in there, or um, sage. So I could put my sage crumbles in here and then burn them. So then the incense comes through the top part. Isn't that pretty?
Mm.
So the incense comes through the top part. It lights the flame here. You put the butane in there and it lights the flame. And then you burn your incense. So she sent some incense as well. And that's what made the box smell so delicious. She sent a video on how to use this thing because I was like, what? I don't know what I'm doing with this. But it's really beautiful. And some anointing oil from Israel.
Mm.
Yeah. This is what smells so heavenly. And the incense. So that all came this week. And I was just like, oh my, oh my. That was so sweet. So I got the little incense in the bag. And then a card. She gave me cards. And it was just, the whole bag smells heavenly, smells divine. I just want to say thank you to Amira for thinking of me this holiday season. I really appreciate it. I have some of the coolest friends that I have never met on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and just all over the planet. So I want to say thank you to Bethy and Amira for your beautiful gifts. I just love them. It was so sweet. I was just blown away this week. Um, Also, I wanted to invite you all, if you haven't done this yet, to come visit me in Second Life because even though I didn't decorate my real life house, I did decorate my Second Life house. I did, Linda. I decorated my Second Life house.
Mm.
So I'm going to share it with you guys so you can see what. Um, oops, I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to share it with you so you all can see, and you can come visit. Hold on a second. It looks really cool. And that's something you can do. You can play in Second Life with me and enjoy the holidays in SL. Hold on a second. Let me show you. Oh, here we go. Oh, goodness gracious. Hold on. Let's see. Why does. There we go. Can you see it?
I can see it. I'm waiting
Okay.
for it to show up on YouTube.
Let's see if it shows up on YouTube. Because it can't have the YouTube running.
Yes,
It's showing up on
it's up
YouTube.
on YouTube. Uh huh.
Okay, so you can't hear anything, but remember when I told you all that this is my virtual vision board, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I have a new house. I'm not living with my friends anymore, peaceful and lucky. I moved. So I have a new house and I did decorate it for the holidays. So Well, we just moved everything over to the, it's really easy to just pack up and move. I wish it was this easy to pack up and move in real life, but it isn't. Oop. It's just really easy to just pack your stuff up, pick it up, and drop it at a new house. So there's my dog. I have a dog. His name is Sam. You can't hear him, but he does bark. And this is my new home. So we have the fireplace going and the Christmas tree. So you can come, if you're in Second Life, you can come and hang out with me on Christmas Day. I have some gifts to give. And we decorated the house, the outside of the house for the holidays. So we have a little snow. I'm going to go out through the front door. Oh, did you see my crayon thing, Linda?
Yes.
I am done with the energy of the past. I dropped the karma. I move forward. Hello.
Cool.
That's something else you can do. You can listen to Cryon during these holiday seasons. I know people are saying, come on, Sydney. How is that going to help me? It will help you. You don't even have to watch the video. You can just listen. So, I keep getting stuck in the door. So this is the new, my God, here we go. Oh, okay, let me try this again. The doors are going to close, Indigo. The doors are going to close and lock you out. Here we go. Lock you in. So this is, I have snow coming down. And this, my house is entered into the contest for decorating your house for the holidays. And you can come and hang out with us or hang out with me during the holidays at my house. But look, isn't it pretty?
Nice.
This is my holiday decorations this year. They're all virtual. I did not. Oh, and the snowmen over here, they sing. The 3 snowmen. We have Dia running around in the snow. And snow is coming down. I don't know if you can see the snow coming down around my house. It's not coming down around anybody else's house, just mine. So we have little snowflakes coming down. And yeah. So this is what I'll be doing for Christmas. I'll be spending holidays sitting by my fireplace over here, toasting marshmallows. Because I don't think it's gonna actually snow in New York City well, that's what they're saying. It's not gonna snow. Let me see if I can light the fire. But yeah, so you can come and join me if you like in Second Life in my new house. Got the fire going, toast some marshmallows, hang out by the Christmas tree, sing Christmas carols, eat a little candy cane, little nosh. But this is the virtual reality that I use, my vision board that I use to manifest the things that I want to be doing. So you can join me. You're more than welcome to join me. I would love to have you as a guest. Come on over. We'll pop some popcorn and hang out and dance and make merry. Anyway, that is it for today. I just wanted to wish you all a merry holiday, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Merry Holidays, and that you be more loving and more kind to yourself. Allow yourself to feel what you're feeling, but talk to yourself and tell yourself about how magnificent you are, because you are a magnificent being. And just really, really love yourself. Love yourself through the wiki wacky energy. Love yourself through the sadness. love yourself through this time, this maybe stressful time for you. Um, if you're feeling sad, you're feeling overwhelmed, love yourself and understand, first of all, that if you're buying gifts for your kids, if you're buying stuff for others, that whatever you give, send light to that. Send light to that particular object before you hand it off to somebody. Send love to it. Try not to send that crazy wicky wacky energy along with your gift. If you're giving cookies, even if you're not a great baker and you baked it from your heart or you gave something from your heart, send light to that. Send light to through you giving this energy to somebody else, because all of it is energy, and everything that we think, do, and feel is energy. And you really do have the power within you to send light to someone else who may be experiencing the holiday blues as well. Maybe you don't have the holiday blues, but maybe you can send love and light to another. Just like Linda's doing, she said she picks up projects at her quilting. While she's quilting, I know she's sending love and light while she's making that energy. Everything is energy. And if you can trust that truth and that knowing, trust and believe that you have the ability to shift the energy that somebody else is, I mean, you can help shift the energy that somebody else is experiencing, be it sadness, be it the holiday blues, be it whatever it may be that's a little bit less than feeling better or feeling good or feeling happy or feeling joyful. That is how I send the energy out. And I do that often in the virtual world. And by that, I mean Facebook, Instagram, here, YouTube. Well, here on YouTube, you see me, but in other places, you really don't see me. You don't know what I'm doing behind the scenes. You don't have to know, but you can feel it. Some of y'all feel it. Sharon was saying that she felt a lot better after we all sent her so much energy last week. She started to feel immediately better. So if you have it within your thought process to please send love, energy, and light to our friend Sharon, who was experiencing some health issues last week, that would be great. You could do that. And that helps us feel better. And sometimes it's moment to moment. And sometimes you have ups and downs and highs and lows. But allow yourself to feel what you're feeling and then do some of the things that Linda and I shared and Jackie shared, drink a little champagne maybe. No. And to help you also feel better. Find yourself some crystals as well. There are some new crystals that are coming into the plant that are being found, that have been found. Check those out. Linda, I bought you a crystal. I'm just going to tell you what I bought you.
Thank
I
you.
bought you a crystal. It's an Auralite 23 crystal, and that's for your birthday. So I didn't get to send it out yet, but there are crystals that are being found, new crystals that are being found in the planet, and find yourself one. Set up a place where you can meditate, where you can allow yourself to just decompress from the day. Set up a little table, set up a little area in your room, in your space, wherever you may be, that designates that area for you to go and drop the wiki wacky. I have a space that I can go and I sit and I, look at things that are special to me, that help me to remember the truth of who I am. So those things help me to release the wicky wacky energy that I may be experiencing and feeling. It's better to release it. You don't want to walk around with that because then you become a maniac, either with yourself or with your friends or with your family. You just a rampaging maniac. So why not be feel a little bit better? Work on yourself. Love yourself. I say not work on yourself. Just love yourself more. Give yourself some love. And all of the gift giving that you're giving and all of the stuff that you're doing for others, remember to include yourself in that. So happy holidays from me and Linda. Merry Christmas. And I hope that you move through this holiday season. We'll be back, I think, before New Year's Eve. That you move through this time with love and light. And even if you don't feel happy all of the time, just call in as much light as possible. I woke up today hearing music. It's so weird. You know I'm a weirdo anyway. But it was not audible. Like it wasn't outside. It was inside music in me. But it was like very faint. And it was quite interesting. It was just, it was like violins or something. And then I turned around, I looked, and I was like, did I leave the TV on? Is my phone on? What's the sound? It was inside me. So anyway, I just wanted to share that because we're moving into 2020. The veil is getting thinner and thinner and thinner. So remember that you have a choice. It's your free will to choose dark or light. I choose light. I'm sending you all light. Linda, do you have anything you want to share for the holidays?
Don't forget you can tickle your amygdala as well. That
Yes,
helps.
yes, that's true.
Sometimes you got to do it 3 or 4 times, but it helps a little bit. And wishing everybody happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and that's it.
Yes, remember to tickle your amygdala during the holidays. Tickle that amygdala. That does help. Sometimes, like Linda said, you have to do it 3 or 4 times, but it does help. Listen, if I can move through 30 days, well, 4 weeks of 5 days, 11 hours a day, and get to this place and be able to talk to you about moving through your sadness and moving through your holiday blues. If I could do it, I know you can do it because I'm a hard headed chick. So I know you have the ability to do it. I know you can do it. And I love you. Happy holidays. Have a great Christmas. Have a great holiday, whatever you celebrate. And remember that you can be, do, and have anything that you desire. Remember that source energy is inside of you, and it's not being unique that makes you what I can't even remember what I wanted to say. It's it's not being it's not your uniqueness it's not being extraordinary that makes you unique. It's your uniqueness that makes you extraordinary. Oh my goodness, all of a sudden I had a brain fart. I couldn't remember. So enjoy your holidays. Be love, be light, send out love and light, and also call it in for yourself. Remember to include yourself in that. I'll see you soon, probably next Sunday, maybe before that because I have 4 days off. Or I may be able to come back on Wednesday night. 4 days I have off. Bye. Bye, Jackie. Oh, happy holidays, cousin. Love you. Bye.